Oh my god! Imagine kan, you go into Gran Turismo World Tour atau the Olympic World Tour and then you datang rocking with the keyboard. That would be cool. And then the guy gets bodied by every driver there.
Okay, keyboard. But may I have a proposition? A better proposition.
What?
Fighting stick.
Dang. Who pissed in your cereal, man?
Got a quarter punch the turn one into the apex. Pretzel motion into Thunderball.
Oh my god! Nobody makes through Eau Rouge alive.
Oh my god!
Yeah, nobody makes through Eau Rouge alive.
The Eau Rouge-Radillion mix up. Stupid name.
So that Maggio track one, that fake Eau Rouge is also going to be a dead zone as well.
Now people dropping inputs in the world tour. Imagine the car crash. Oh no, missed the input.
no.
He missed the combo and everything dies.
Oh my god. Racing game should return to direct input. No more steering wheels.
And return the favor of that one guy, Initial T, who somehow won a tournament, a fighting game tournament with a steering wheel. For the memes. I don't know. Are racing game players, beamers, are they strong enough? Do they have a strong enough meme game to pull that off? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Just tell them there's a 5 second. You get a 5 second advantage if you use that. I think people will use it.
Latest racing game scandal. Everyone uses fighting sticks.
Hey.
I mean, they got many, how do I say, a lot of purists, as in, this is serious business, no memeing.
That's the thing. That's the sim racing community for you. Meanwhile, in the FGC corner over there, thuggery happening still. Well, they cleaned up their act a bit. The weirdest stuff or the shady stuff of thuggery has been like cleaned out, but you know, the culture is still there. I don't know what we are cultivating, but I think that's the intro. That's the start. Welcome to dia.log, the Game Matters podcast.
Welcome. Episode
135. Recorded on May 19th. I don't know why we segue with a bacteria joke, but let's go. Let's go. It is, by all accounts, right now it's summer. I don't care the calendar says right now is summer.
Oh my god, I have that song in my head now. This summer only lasted 1 day, but it's now. But now is it 1 day? It's like more 1 decade. In Malaysia, it's like 20 decades already. Summer.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that's a thing as well. How's the weather right now? Burning
or heavy rain.
Yeah,
there's no in between.
Weather conditions mildly extreme. So
mildly extreme.
like no joke, it is kind of scary right now sometimes. So yeah, take precautions and drink water, especially during the heat. So, but still, it is like, oh boy. I can hear the storms coming. What's the song? I'm blacking out. The storm.
Oh, the storm that approaching something, kan?
Yup. I can hear Virgil crying very loudly every time, and then it's gone, and then it's hot back. Like again, even in the middle of the night. Yeah, summer is very, very much here. in that sense of the definition, the other definition is that we are expecting a lot of video game announcements starting next week.
I know.
Summer. It's summer.
Summer of the summer of fest or something. I don't know.
Whatever lah they're gonna brand. It's not E3. Before we talk about that some more, introducing the panel, we have Danial over there.
Oh.
On the other side is Anan.
What's up?
And I am Amirul Macronos Ashraf or Meck. And yes, this should be a lighter episode as we prepare to, get into the summer vibe of video game announcements. Plenty. Looking at the calendar, we're cooking up. The schedule looks packed. With a 1 week gap or 2 weeks gap or something like that, but it is
smoke. The 1 week smoke break.
I want to say summer break, but
nah,
it's just even more sillier to say, dude, because it's summer, whatever lah. There's still some video games. I am playing hot off the presses. As the time of recording, that new Lego 2K Drive game is out. So, wait for a bit lah for the review. I'm not sure you're gonna talk about on the podcast. Not enough things to talk about.
Not enough Legos. We just started the build, so.
You say that at least I completed one build lah. More to come. I need to test some more. But yeah. What have you guys been playing? Because I have another game to bring to the table, but no, maybe you guys want to go first?
Yeah, sure, fine. I'll take it to the pitch then.
Take two.
But take to the pitch, I don't know, basketball court atau ice rink atau racetrack. Depends. Because I've been playing a lot of sports titles. Because I don't know, I've been craving, my yearly generic sports title that I love and everybody hates because, oh my god, look at that, they're selling like hotcakes. Even though the game is now what? The same as last year's and the last year before and the last year behind. It's like buying a sports game. As a sports games fan, it's like buying that nice pair of clothes you find at a Jasco or Aeon on sale. Like, oh, I love this pair of clothes. I shall buy it again.
We already have 9 of those identical articles of
like
clothing.
in like neatly put it into the closet, the same 9 rows. It's like that one meme that the guy got this wearing the same clothes. Oh, this is what he gave me for Christmas. The same clothes.
But to be fair, that's like me when figuring out what to eat alone. That's always me like that. Maybe I should try something new. Too much lah. This is expensive. This looks good, but I'm not sure. 1 hour later, ordered the same thing you had. The regular.
The reason why we're talking about sports game because there is a recent article that just came out betul on today on the time of recording by one Mr. I don't know how to pronounce the 2K boss punya name because his name is weird.
You mean Take Two CEO?
Take Two, yeah, 2K, yeah, Take Two, yeah, Take Two CEO, yes.
Strauss, is it?
The certain Strauss Zelnick.
Yeah, Strauss Zelnick, yes.
Strauss.
Yeah, Strauss.
Yes, yep. He said on a recent industry, this is at the end of the fiscal year, so everybody's doing the fiscal calls. He said on an interview, they say that they're not seeing any pushback from players on buying $70 games. I wonder why. I wonder why. I wonder what games is they push that so that people get into the motion of, oh yeah, it's $70 now, let's buy that.
Let's look at what games 2K has put out. NBA 2K3, 2K23,
And-
WWE 2K23, PGA Tour 2K23.
Yep.
As we mentioned, Lego 2K Drive, so there's also
Yep. See?
2K.
Yeah. It's all like okay. Besides, there's technically it's a sport as well. Technically, that is motorsport. So that it's actually the pattern is that all of them are sports games that people, diehard fans of, let's say, basketball, golf, wrestling, especially, like, oh yeah, this is our favorite game. We shall support them. It's $70 now. It's 300 ringgit. Fine, I'll buy it. Yeah, there's no pressure. There's no any pressure, player pressure, because people are not accepting it already.
To use back your previous analogy, and you go to the
Yeah.
Jasco and say, oh yeah, the article of clothing that you have already 9 in the
Yeah.
wardrobe is now like 10% more expensive. Oh, I guess that's the thing how it goes.
That's the thing's going on. Yeah, that is how it is.
Meanwhile, meanwhile, the fashionistas who are up to date with the real trends of fashion and the industry of making clothing are all like, no, you shouldn't do that. No, this is unreasonable. Meanwhile, the mainstream,
I shall buy the Michael Jordan edition of NBA 2K.
you know what? Michael Jordan's cool guy. He has the number 23. Oh, this game is NBA 2K23.
Let's
Oh,
go.
like, can you blame people? It's just, it's like the whole thing about mobile games lah. It's larger than us. That our voice is such a minority, we couldn't fight back. It's
Tapi
just
kan, tapi the best part kan, right now at the time of recording as well, ladies and gentlemen of the podcast, there is a spot sales like Steam Spot Fest. There's a sale thingy. They are currently selling, selling their sports titles that they sell on Steam for half the price. NBA 2K is right now 30 ringgit. so we still at the fans like, it's 30 ringgit, might as well buy it now.
Even though like the microtransactions will just
at this point the microtransaction is redonkulous at this point. Not even ridiculous anymore, it's redonkulous. Tapi like I get like it is the game price has been stagnant for like how many years? A decade since the last generation. Stuck at $60.
$60 USD has been stuck for like decades.
2 decades. 2 decades at least.
Before that was 50 USD.
Yeah, the N64 era. Yeah, it was like 50, I think. 49.90. Yeah. I've seen those ads. 49.90. You can get Super Mario, whatever. Now, it's like before that, it's a good thing that the Maxi Softman Asia they didn't put the price for Zelda to $299. It's still $249. Was that a mistake, or was that they just like whatever?
Yeah, don't let them know. Don't let them know.
Shut up. Okay, I take back my comment. Nobody talks about that.
This is a secret between you, me, and everyone who listens to the podcast.
They forgot to change the price. Don't let the new Zelda game go above 300.
As you are hearing this is your last call before everyone knows. So what's up with the sports games itself? Or is it just you ranting about the pricing of sports games?
Yeah, pricing is sport, and I think like for some titles, like I don't know, the football punya scene is about to be changing because we don't know what EA is going to do with what nama?
EAFC.
With EAFC, yeah, well that's new. EAFC. We don't know. Is it going to be a free to play? It's going to be $70, 300 ringgit. I doubt they want to go to the free to play model because that's free money laying on the table there.
Yeah.
And I think like one thing I just noticed as well, like sport titles lose value the moment it reach like a month or two. So like the first 2 months is where they get the sales. Hence why you can hear like, oh yeah, FIFA has sold 3 million copies or whatever every on the first month because Yeah, that's why the rush, the FOMO starts. Damn, look at this, my favorite VTuber or YouTuber are playing FIFA 24 or EA Sports FC. Damn, I should buy it as well. And then immediately hits it, just, oh no, it's just the same game.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Before we go overburst this podcast talking about the same thing over here. Okay,
Cool.
so yeah, moral story, just be patient. Speaking of patient, Mac, you have been patient enough, I think, that you get your own game now.
Yeah, gonna how patient have I been? 2020 to 2023.
3 years? From the beginning, is essentially free now.
Yeah, about 2 to 3 years lah kan. Yeah, around that. So after waiting years, I finally got around to play the Gamer Melaya and Gamer Matters best game we didn't play award for 2020, Ratchet Clank Rift Apart. Finally, I have seen that game getting discounted over and over again, but it's been too long, but I am at the point that if I just wait it out for just a couple more months, maybe possibly it'll go into the PS Plus extra game catalog. Maybe the wait was a bit too long lah, about 1 year. This game, they really hold it out before, like, okay lah, now we put it to PS Plus. But it's now on PS Plus. For now, yeah. Ratchet Clank Rift Apart. No, not a Rift Apart, Rift Apart. So yeah. Here's an interesting thing when I played the game. Remember last time we talked about Star Wars Jedi Survivor, right?
Yep.
I remember what I mentioned during that episode is that when I played Jedi Survivor, I keep reminding myself, is it Jedi Survivor or Ratchet Clank? Because a lot of the stuff that I like about Ratchet Clank somehow is present in Star Wars Jedi Survivor. But I cannot confirm for sure because I remember my point of reference wasn't this game, wasn't Rift Apart. It was the old Ratchet Clank games from the PS2 days. I'm gonna pretend Ratchet Clank 2016 doesn't exist. Moving on.
Doesn't exist anymore. Doesn't exist anymore anyway on all of the what's it called stores. So yeah, true.
The most fumble of remakes, and you can blame it because they tried to make a movie, which is. Anyways, Ratchet Clank Rift Apart. Now that I've played it, I have that same feeling. Now that the other way around is the other. I played Ratchet Clank Rift Apart and thinking, I'm playing Jedi Survivor.
The reverse.
I'm just looking for things for things to put into the Venn diagram, the part where they intersect, kan? But there are plenty of intersection that overlap between these two games, and I have I put it on a tweet. I have outlined a few. Both games have a hero with a robot companion on their back. This one is a surprise. Remember, I keep talking about the air dash that can go through laser barriers, and
yeah,
on hour 1 or 2, you get an air dash that goes through laser barriers in Ratchet Clank.
Okay.
Very specific. I know it is. Oh, okay. And then the platform bits are fun as expected. Even the way the levels are designed really feels like that in a way that, okay, this is a critical area, but no, look at that pathway. Maybe there's a secret there, and then you have a whole wild goose chase of a side content that goes around and loop somewhere, and then you come back. Okay, done. Back to the main critical path. A lot of like that. But the main difference between Jedi Survivor and Ratchet Clank Rift Apart is that Ratchet Clank remains to have the whole not intergalactic, but the galactic wide adventure where you keep on hopping from planet to planet to planet to planet. That's basically your levels. Jedi Survivor, because it's like a Souls-like, they localize most of the many different adventures into like 2 to 3 or maybe 4, 5 planets. You basically just go to 2 major planets, by the way. So the other is just like story stuff. So very localized, but the structure of how you explore each level, aside from the Souls-like elements, put the platforming bits, very similar. And last but not least, the one thing when I played Rift Apart is that, hold on, who is this person voicing very aggressively? This sounds very... No, this character is not the main character, it's not even the antagonist. It's just a side character that you only hear if you go to the weapons dealer and you click preview to see, okay, what does this weapon do? Hold on, is this Vader Zim?
Oh,
Hold on, let me check back. Oh, Vader Zim, is this Richard Horvitz again? Oh, of course it's Richard Horvitz again. Remember Jedi Survivor? There's a very nice frog. I think their name is Turgle. Very kind. He sounds like Raz from Psychonauts. Is Richard Horvitz again. I'm telling you, both of these games somehow.
No, he hears from his agent. Mr. Richard, we have this new very cool sci-fi game. I'm sold.
Can I do my Invader Zim voice? Can I laugh maniacally?
Sure.
He rules all his R's and whatever. And my god. While Turgle is just a very nice frog. Like Raz. So he can do both. So yeah, apparently he keeps hitting the same buttons for me. Like these two games is now like interlinked forever for me. Because it's very similar. Oh yeah, but the game itself, Rift Apart, is actually interesting. I mean, there's a lot of like, the tech demo-ish features lah, because the big gimmick of this game is that the dimensions have fallen apart. You can say there's a rift appearing that pulling them apart, kan? So one of the cool things is that there are many levels where you just go into rifts, which are basically different levels. And you can go seamlessly in and out with no loading screens. You know that one level in Titanfall 2?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where you go back and forth with your past and present, kan? This game does that gimmick. Ratchet Clank does that gimmick again. Hold on, who made Titanfall 2? Respawn, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It keeps writing itself. But yeah, there's a very much Titanfall 2-ish level where you go back and forth between past and present. Like, okay, cool. Right. A lot of those gimmicks lah. The other big gimmick is that this game is technically not Ratchet and Clank, because Ratchet and Clank are also being torn apart. The rift tore them apart. Not relationship wise, they have gone through that arc, as in they are physically not together in this adventure, which is not original, but the original bit is because they meet their other dimension counterpart.
Ooh.
So that's why you see that female Lombax, who's the Ratchet equivalent in that other dimension. She's called Rivet. So now the game is technically called Rivet and Clank. But on the other side, Ratchet also meets what I assume to be Clank's counterpart. I think her name, name is full, robot names like KT number, but I think they shorted up to Kit. So Ratchet and Kit. And so the whole bit is that when you go from different level to level, and you basically, okay, this level is a Ratchet and Kit level, so these guys are the ones you control. But then you hop into the ship, go to another level. Oh, now this is the Rivet and Clank level.
Is it Kit with a C or Kit with a K?
K.
Boo.
Kit.
Sure, C. It's still the same.
I don't know, but I guess similar Clank and Kit. something metallic lah. How Ratchet and Rivet are something not adhesive. What they call it? Connectors. Metallic connectors that can connect metallic things together. But yeah, the gameplay is totally like Ratchet and Clank. Like even the weapon system, the upgrade system. So most of the stuff really feels like Ratchet and Clank. The UI really very much feels like Spider-Man though. They totally stole the Spider-Man UI. Even the menu stuff and all that. Yeah, this looks like they just grab everything from Spider-Man, just put it here. Okay, it works. It's fine. Now I cannot unsee that Spider-Man UI as a Ratchet and Clank. Now that I think of it, with Marvel Spider-Man 2 looming, I bet this is the same. It's gonna be the same gimmick again. You switch between the two Spider-Man. So like how,
seamless.
Like how Ratchet and Rivet can be. You control both Ratchet and Rivet in different levels, and I have to assume the next Spider-Man 2 game gonna have like, okay, this part you play as Pete, the other part is okay, now you back with Miles. But it will be interesting though if they go that way, because in Ratchet and Clank, both characters share similar movesets. You basically carry over weapons even. So gameplay wise, nothing is changed between them. But Daniel, you
just
play
like Spider-Man. Yeah, just like Spider-Man.
But that's the thing, Daniel. Did you play the first Spider-Man?
Yeah, I bid for I did review for the remastered one earlier.
No, because when I played Miles Morales, his move is a bit different. Like he has that Venom thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the shock thing. Yeah, the shocking thing.
The way they differentiate the two Spider-Man is that OG Spidey has a lot of gadgets, while Miles Morales have like simpler moveset but much more interesting, I say.
Yeah. He has a shock attack that he can just like
He can shock, he can cloak. So yeah, more verbs to play with compared to Peter Parker. So yeah, I think that would be interesting to switch around between. Unless they go the safe route and just do a Ratchet Clank or make both sets similar. So it's just like story wise, it's different.
Good question.
Yeah lah, we see. But overall, I do like Ratchet and Clank because, of course, I like Ratchet and Clank because this is a Ratchet and Clank game. They tick all the boxes of what should a Ratchet and Clank game do. Weapons, over the top performances, silly jokes, muted a bit but still there. I mean, they changed thugs for less to goons for less, so they are more sensitive to current times. Is what I've gathered. Either that or they think thugs for less sounds like an innuendo, which all of the Ratchet and Clank games used to have, so they tone it down. Either that. I mean, the second game is called Going Commando.
I remember that. It's like so terrible. So terrible.
And then the third game, they up it up with Up Your Arsenal.
Yeah.
That's very deliberate choice, but after that they toned down all the
they overturned it down with the 2060 one.
Oh, that one is because of the movie, but this one less raunchy jokes, but at least the writing is okay. It's not. And also the fact that both Ratchet and Rivet's voice actors are old people now, but can play spunky youth characters. Ratchet is voiced by the guy that did Tidus in Final Fantasy X. And Rivet is female Commander Shepard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's not like aggressive female Commander Shepard, and female Commander Shepard is like your strong arm heroic female soldier. Yeah. No, this Rivet is your spunky young female lead. which I think in her earlier career, the voice actress is Jennifer Hill. She did
Yep.
that roles as young teenage characters. I think she did that one of the spies in Totally Spies, I believe. I'm not sure which is which, but yeah. Yeah, and that's what, 20 years old?
Yep, that was 20 years ago.
And she still sounds like 20 years ago. I mean that as a compliment. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is worth checking out if you just want a good and predictable Ratchet and Clank game. And predictable doesn't mean terrible. It's just mean like, oh yeah, I'm back in my comfort zone again. And after 2016, this is the best thing that can happen. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I haven't seen the cameos yet. I know the Dimension thing has some other surprises. I may have been spoiled by some things, but yeah, looking forward to just see it unfold when I have the time to get back to this, because I have more games to play now.
Oh, yeah.
The start of
Oh, yeah.
June, I have new games. Oh no, it's gonna be in the backlog for a bit.
Damn.
And
We're all going to die.
no, I need to survive until August.
We need to revive. Yeah. God of the...
Reasons to live.
Extra quick.
Reasons to live. There's an upcoming video game I look forward to playing. Hey, who knows, man? If it keeps you going, use it. There's no need to be ashamed about it. But yeah, we should move on, because yes, we have alluded before. We're gonna go to the news. Is it the news? Yeah. Am I missing something?
The news and
Nah, I have nothing.
yeah, apa? We have something in 2 weeks' time.
Something will happen. No worries. And yes, the
Yeah.
news.
Oh yeah, so the news. First up, a celebration. 2023 is the year of fighting it, because not only we're getting Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, which has a beta going on right now, and the recently released Idol Showdown that has made all the FGC streamers go down the rabbit hole. when they see one of the characters, their special move is essentially a dragon tail. Oh my god!
Shout out to Maximilian Dude for asking chat if that one character says I'm horny, and chat says yes. Okay. He has to apologize because he thought that he might have like misheard or something, but
No,
that is it.
okay.
Okay, thank you.
my
Moving
God.
on.
Yeah,
No, that's that's his
yeah.
reaction. Like, oh my god.
Welcome to the rabbit hole, Max. Anyway, recently as well, before the podcast started, we have confirmation that there is a new Mortal Kombat coming as well. Mortal Kombat 1. Which Mortal Kombat are we talking about? That's the good.
Which one? There's Mortal
The
Kombat 1
1991? Yeah, the 1991 Mortal Kombat or the
2011.
2011 Mortal Kombat? Or now the 2023 Mortal Kombat? That's 3 versions of.
I'm just glad they put the number 1 there, just to keep us sane, because otherwise they're gonna be 3 Mortal Kombat games with no subtitles. The most that I have seen so far in my life, games with no subtitles that just rename itself.
Oh, good. Okay, so according to the timeline, kind of. So 1991 Mortal Kombat. Then
Is it 1992?
2011. 92, sorry, yeah, 92
Kan?
Mortal Kombat. Yeah. 2011 Mortal Kombat. Why?
Because you know what? I think now people sometimes call it MK9, Mortal Kombat 9, because
Yeah.
Just
Because the next one, just to make it people seen, yes. That's correct.
just to make people say, and of course because of the next game is named Mortal Kombat X 10,
Or 10.
so it's
Yeah,
confirmed
10.
by 9, and it is also if you count the numbers, yeah, it is the 9th game. And I
And then
think
this one,
they didn't count they didn't put the 9 in MK9, I think because of it's sort of a reboot. I'm not sure. I don't follow MK, so please, any corrections are much accepted. Comment below or whatever if you can comment.
oh my god. Okay. Anyway, Mortal Kombat 1 is it is the continuation of 11, isn't it? Because
Yes.
because the storyline, I remember the storyline vaguely. Yes, I remember the storyline vaguely. There is now time travel. So yeah, so I'm not surprised now we have Mr. Liu Kang comes in like, yes, you like the peace of violence. Oh, violence, okay. Then we have the game then. Yeah.
We start
You choose-
again. What do you choose? Violence or God?
Okay, alright. So we find it. Thank
It's
you.
violence.
We reborn the world. We rebooted the world, but you choose violence.
You choose violence, yes.
Uh,
Yeah, we saw like besides the usual staple the kind Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Kung Lao, the two sisters Kitana and Melina. Have you seen Johnny Cage? Was he there in the trailer?
I don't think so, but the FAQ
Yeah,
for the game confirms Mr.
He's
Cage.
there.
Mm.
Yeah, but with the Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh
Johnny
yeah,
Cage
it
as
also
well.
confirmed that John Van Damme is confirmed.
Oh no! I hope he knows that he's likely is going to get. Oh yeah, because Arnold Schwarzenegger did get beheaded many times already, and he's fine with that. So yeah, fine with that as well.
I mean, they probably signed the papers for that. I mean, they get beheaded in movies as well, right?
Yeah. In Mortal Kombat as well. In Mortal Kombat as well, I think.
I hope the agents have made it clear on the contract and whatever. Yeah, you're gonna be
Peter
there.
Weller did. Yeah, Peter
Okay.
Weller and Arnold Schwarzenegger said fine, so he's like, all right, fine as well.
Hold on. Now that you mentioned it, Jean-Claude Van Damme, doesn't he appear in another game, a movie adaptation of a game?
Fighter Street.
Wait, he did appear in Street Fighter. That
Yeah.
old Street Fighter. God damn it.
Yes. Man's in both. Yeah, man's in both fighting games.
My God.
Adaptations. Yeah.
Oh yeah, both movies are in the 90s as well, and he's the hotness of
Yep.
that time. And okay,
He's the only one. I think like he's the only like male actor that can do martial arts to make it presentable.
we do his own stunts.
Yeah, he's doing his own stuff. That's why people like him.
Okay, now it makes sense that he can do the split between two Volvo trucks. Yeah, that's my specific point of reference for Jean-Claude Van Damme. Damn,
Damn.
Volvo trucks. Not the movies as Volvo trucks. Yeah.
You can put that. Yeah, they can put it in because technically, Mortal Kombat. Johnny Cage of Mortal Kombat is a movie star. He can have like, oh yeah, one of the fatalities can be a truck. It just throws a truck.
Like an isekai truck, but violent.
Yeah,
Just-
violent.
boom.
Yes.
You can have the next fighting game special move trope. Summon the truck. Just summon the truck. No other reason. Just summon the truck. In your On that note, MK1 also have support characters, assist fighters, cameo fighters as they call it in the game. So I wish people luck for those who mean their favorite characters to not appear as a cameo, but as in the full roster.
For those who are my rivals, I hope your favorite Mortal Kombat character returns as a comedian
cameo.
fighter.
Man,
Mr. Godfire God himself, Liu Kang said no, he or she will not be in my tournament.
I cannot remember the character's name, but I think it was in MKX or is it MK11 as well. But I think in MKX where it's the cowboy guy with the gun, which people have used to great effect to make people learn how to block and how to get close while dodging.
Aaron? Is that the name?
Aaron Black or something like that
Yeah,
in
yeah,
that
yeah.
ballpark. Not Enron. There's another kind of black hole.
There's a kind of money black hole left to history.
Yeah, that guy. Hopefully that guy appears as a cameo fighter. To the chagrin of the means of that character. Yeah, releasing in September.
Hmm.
June is Street Fighter 6. September is MK1. Tekken 8 will for sure either announce a delay or a
November.
release date.
I'm guessing November. Because November's empty.
For now.
Oh, no.
I mean, they know now that they cannot put it in September.
No,
They
they
should
cannot put it
be
in
no.
September. Yeah, they cannot put it in. When is Street Fighter again? June?
Yeah, June. Early
Yeah, they
June.
cannot put it in June. 1
July.
month buffer.
July is too
2 month
close.
buffer.
August
Yeah,
is too
2 month
close.
buffer. September. Yeah, the next one will be November because MK has taken September maybe.
We'll see lah. Hopefully Tekken news will appear shortly. Not too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 2023 is a good year to get back into fighting games.
Welcome back.
Shout out to Arc System Works for holding it out for this long. They've basically became the king of fighting games. King of Fighters released last year. I should mention also. King of Fighters also returned, so shout out to them. But the top gun, the big hierarchy of the fighting games right now, as I see it, is Arc System Works. Metal Gear Strive 2 years or 3? How many years already? It's still around, still supported, and I think they released another, or is it 2? 3? Oh no.
3.
DNF Duel, and then that Grand Blue game. And then this year is gonna be another Grand Blue game.
Yep. So 3.
So yeah, they're still making games. They're handling that. So yeah. SNK is doing strong after I think they've recovered from their post.
Not gacha,
Pachinko
era.
yeah. Post Pachinko era, they have recovered. Like KOF 15 looks solid. Like not janky. Like 14 was janky, but you can if you're a fan, you still play it. But KOF 15 looks okay lah. You want to recommend to people who haven't even played fighting games, they'll just say okay lah, rather than so major improvement.
Hella improvement.
Oh yeah. And I think they're gonna make more fighting games. They're gonna make the next Garo, Mark of the Wolves, which is the time skip version of Fatal Fury. Yeah, this is the deep end fighting games now. If FGC people know, but yeah.
This is the like in the kalau the pyramid kan, not the pyramid, the iceberg. Yeah, this is the bottom under the water ones.
Yeah, this is the less mainstream versions, and then we still waiting on for Riot to have their fighting game coming. I think it's not gonna be this year. They're gonna take their time.
This year, yeah.
But you know,
there's 4. There's already like the big 4. Not big 3. The big 3. This is a bad year to push an arcane indie title fighter.
Yeah, they're gonna make a fighting game based on arcade, right?
Yeah, that's right. This is not a good time to release it yet. Next year.
Imagine they call it Arcane Fighter. Oh, God.
Arcade fighter.
Arcane Fighter, a League of Legends story.
Oh god.
Yeah, fighting games.
Yeah, fighting games. TM. And now for a very special cancelled games report. This is sad.
The games that are fighting on Battlefield.
Yep. Because Overwatch 2 has cancelled their PvE mode. So the only reason why we have an Overwatch 2 is now gone. Finito. Finish. Swept under the rug. The rug is also on fire as well, for good measure.
From this could have been an update to this is actually an update. This has been an update. It's very look from the development team perspective. I kind of get it why the reasoning for it, because they say like the main problem with with the PVE version of Overwatch 2 as was promised back in 2019 kan.
Yep. BlizzCon 2019.
The game that they tried to make has no end in sight, as they call it. Essentially, that game is in development hell. They just cannot finish that whatever game that they want to ship. I don't know why. Is it production problems or just not have enough resources?
I think it's something like lack of creative direction. I mean, if you don't have, let's say, a definite direction, it's something like you just keep on building. It's a Sisyphean task. Where does it end?
Yeah, it reminds me of I think it was Bioshock. I think it was the Bioshock Infinite one where there was a report that said they were doing 3 different games. Or was it? No, it's not as well. It's Mass Effect Andromeda. Yeah, they were doing 3 different games.
What, at the same time?
Yeah, at the same time. And then when they call, when they call about the Mass Effect guy, Casey something guy, I forgot his name.
Casey Hudson.
Yeah, Casey Hudson come back. He saw that like, no, crap the other 2. This one stays.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, because Overwatch doesn't have like a director, a per se director, kan, ever since Jeff Kaplan left.
I mean,
so I understand why it's now just going downhill.
I mean, they do have the guy to replace him, but it's a big boot to replace Jeff from the Overwatch team.
That's why.
I mean, Aaron Keller can do what he's doing right now. I think whatever his vision is what we're gonna get Overwatch 2. But that's not the vision that we see in 2019. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of people like Moon that have left Blizzard and probably have like caused this cascade of problems to the PvE mode, and as you said lah, like they have no direction, they have no big person at the top to say this is where we go from here.
This is where we should end. Okay,
yes.
This is the line here. Let's achieve this.
The fact that they cannot set a line is a big problem, and I guess in a way, saying that knowing when to stop is actually good.
Yeah, that's true. Like, oh, look at all of these features. Should we like cut off somewhere? Somewhere in the Overwatch team says, no, we should add more.
Yeah, add more.
What could possibly go wrong 3 years later? Yeah. Oh, everything goes wrong.
I mean, okay, when it comes to game development, and especially with Blizzard, things get cancelled all the time. It's just the problem is they promise, they show like demo and stuff, and
it's fine, like
all this timeline, and then they're like, oh, you know what, we're gonna cancel it all for nothing. All for nothing. Nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
The way the Death Diary says it feels like what I took away from what the 2 person. One is Aaron Keller, the game director. The other is, I do not remember the guy's name, but he's the executive producer lah on Overwatch 2 right now. The way they describe it is something like, we tried to make a new product, a new game, but then we kinda like treat the old game, Overwatch 1, to the side. And now we feel that, no, we shouldn't keep that. We shouldn't make a game dead to just make a new game. Why not we just keep the game alive? And they decided to go that route. So, split of resources as well. That's another problem. And they decided to go all in on live services to get, okay, we have a cadence every month, we're gonna deliver this, we're gonna deliver this, we're gonna deliver this.
I can hear the live services code already.
Yeah.
Services.
They literally want to do that.
Oh my god.
This is their choice. Rather than ship a new game, they decided to free to. The problem is the messaging, right? And as we mentioned, the fact that we know that Overwatch 2 is supposed to be a new game with a
Yes.
new feature that was worth paying for. That they are charging for rather. And then suddenly they decided to announce like, okay, we gonna focus on reworking the multiplayer. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, since we're gonna rework the multiplayer, Overwatch 1 will be redundant because we're gonna make Overwatch 2 free. So you just play that game. Huh?
Oh, like
Like if if the transition from Overwatch to Overwatch 2 is just a number, just them hitting the reset button kan, I think it would just be fine. The response won't be this devastating. But yeah, the fact that we know something, we were promised something. And to be fair kan, I don't even like the vision of the PvE.
that's why.
Honestly kan, I don't even like that idea at first.
I just want to see like I want to see how bad it will be implemented. But now, okay, not gonna come either. Okay.
Like at best it will be a Left 4 Dead hot shooter.
Yeah, it's going to it's like Black for Blood. Remember because Black for Blood has the thingy guys.
Yes, correct. Yes, that would be more accurate. And you know how people like Blood for Blood.
No. They don't know.
Yeah, that actually surprised me. I was surprised that people didn't like Back 4 Blood. I thought that it was a good game, but I guess the expectations of a Left 4 Dead style of game has hampered that title. But what do I know? I don't even play those games, so I let them do the what's the polite term? I keep thinking of pitching, but what's the polite term? Yeah, let them do the talk about it lah. I have no authority on that conversation.
Boy.
So what are we gonna play Overwatch 2? They're still gonna make PvE modes there.
Yeah, some story.
Just like Overwatch.
Just like original Overwatch.
Can so basically back to normal.
Yeah.
So
bring back 6v6, man.
bring back 6v6. Okay, if the Overwatch team wants to salvage this, okay, bring back 6v6 and then just cut off the 2 at this point.
Well, next year after season 10 kan, they decided to rename Overwatch 2 as Overwatch.
Overwatch Redux or whatever, yeah. Okay, good news, guys. We'll bring it back 6v6.
No. They can do the World of Warcraft thing. They're gonna re-release Overwatch as Overwatch 1.
Oh my classic.
Overwatch classic. I prefer my favorite ice cream flavor is vanilla. Vanilla Overwatch. So we can relive that 1 week the 1 week launch period where everybody wants to be Bastion. That was the most fun time in Overwatch because everybody knows nothing about that game. Just like, oh look at this, and then we settle for a meta. And then it goes downhill from there.
Oh my god. I don't know, like I'm gobsmacked. Like this is this the same game that we played during its beta back in 2016? 2018, sorry. Is it the same game? It doesn't feel like that anymore.
Look, I think I've mentioned this before again and again. Overwatch is my game of the year of 2016, and the game died in 2016. But 2017 is my least favorite game. I just lost love of it. Like I fell off from Overwatch. Just like, oh, okay, not now. Betul lah.
Uh.
I try not to talk smack much about Overwatch because of too many mutuals still playing Overwatch. So I will not want to rain on their parade. So that's why I'm gonna rain here. Localize in this specific region. It's a shame lah. It's a shame. What can Blizzard do now? Hopefully, what's
An anime,
that?
Overwatch anime.
Damn.
Or
On Netflix kan.
on Netflix, yeah. Just do what your rivals did. Do what League did. Just here's an anime. People will love this, and they did.
And then decide that okay, we're gonna hire these specific people from the FGC. Why not we prototype a fighting game? Then
Fighting game. Fighting game. The Overwatch game. Oh god, everybody's gonna play. Who's a good short range? I guess. Oh, I don't think it works that way. If it's an RPG. RPG, yeah. Now we're talking.
Look, Reinhardt is your grappler.
That's
Symmetra is your trick character that do setups like throw turrets and throw things. The setup style. Who can do mix up? Oh no, Diva has a very good equivalent because in Guilty Gear Xrd there's a literal Korean girl controlling a mecha, but it's shaped like a old muscular man. So you have a very clear example to follow for Diva. So just Diva. I forgot the name. Go if you want, go and look at the Guilty Gear Xrd start launcher. Initial roster.
Initial.
Because I cannot remember the name. Kum Hai. I'm not gonna butcher Korean words. Rather, I mean that's what I suggesting. What you the other way around is try to make a Valorant like hold on, that's Overwatch. Well, you gonna make another Overwatch? But this time with CSGO style, with economy.
I mean, don't give them any ideas, man.
And then it loops around again and just make another League of Legends. Oh no, they did try it.
Yeah.
What they call it? Heroes of the Storm. Wow. Ouroborosing over and over again.
At this point, I think like Activision themselves are actually waiting for the Microsoft acquisitions.
We cannot. This zombie, we cannot feed it.
Please buy us now. I beg. Oh my god.
Restructure us after this, please. Begging.
Please. Oh well. Well, that's the way to end this podcast then.
A rather light one.
On a somber note.
On the somber note.
Sombra note.
Sombra note. Oh,
I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not sorry, but I don't know. It just flip of the switch.
It's sad for like the 10 people that's playing Overwatch still. The 10 guy, the 10 plus, not 10, like the full team, a 2 team that's playing on the local servers. The rest are not even playing it anymore. Oh no. Okay. So shall we talk about what do we have in the pipeline then?
Before that, thumbnail.
Oh yeah, thumbnail. $70. $70. Fighting game. Who is out of these 4, Meck? Who is the best fighting game representative? And why is it Corone?
No, I think Corone is the ones that the fighting game guys and girls are most weirded by. because all of her moves are deep cuts and references. Who would guess that her special, her ultimate ability, her final attack is something called X Potato, where she just throws around stream references and in jokes. Who would have get first guess? Nah. But people, you know who people can guess on first guess? Shiro Kami Fubuki. Yes.
White hair.
The fox cat.
Nah, because her ultimate ability is being compared to the same attack as Iori from King of Fighters.
Ah, okay. So the true representative is Fubuki, the cat fox. Okay.
Unless you want to put the truck.
Truck.
The Risu truck.
The Ritsu boleh?
Oh
my god. The true protagonist.
The real one is the cameo fighters.
Oh my god. Yeah lah. This is the cameo fighters. Perfect. Yes.
Okay, hold on. Back on thumbnail. We don't have material. Okay, truck.
Yes. And for what will be good for, what is a good thumbnail for Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart?
Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank.
Uh,
Not the context. Ratchet and Clank.
an actual Ratchet and an actual Clank.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I know an actual Ratchet is, but what is it? A Clank is Clank a noun, or am I gonna get the shoes? Is Clank a noun? Is it something?
Is Clank
Is it an
a noun?
object? I know something is clanky. What you call it? Bilingual struggles. Yeah. But anyway,
Clank is a sharp noise. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
So
it is a noun.
No, sharp sound is an adjective.
Oh
I
my
put the
God.
shoes lah. I put the shoes with ratchets.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's a branded shoes called Clanks.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh. And then put a ratchet there. A ratchet is an actual tool that you can use for ratcheting things. It goes ketak.
Yeah, I mean, ratchet is a mechanism basically. Ratchet spanner. I don't know what else.
Oh my God. Oh my.
And
and then Overwatch. Okay, what for Overwatch? I guess rip PVE for no reason.
Figure something out, I guess. And then again, for sports, as always, we're gonna do a generic football pitch somewhere.
Yeah, yes, a generic football pitch for no reason.
Yeah, why is there a football pitch and then a floating
generic sports game?
Didn't we do a generic video game joke before? We also got to Ouroboros ourselves.
We got to Ouroboros that as well. See?
God. Time is a flat circle. Now I get all those words you said all long ago, Daniel. I understand it now. That I have that epiphany now. Okay, now what's coming up on GameMatters.com?
All right. This has been Daniel. It has been an interesting podcast this week. I will be posting. Remember we talked about this, video games event thing, something like summer games, something like that. Yeah, we will have a conclusive coverage, more or less, give or take. We'll be posting. Comprehensive. Quote unquote, yes.
I'm not gonna conclude anything about Summer Game Fest or whatever the summer is. It can go.
The summer game mess. All right, so I'll be posting like a schedule, like a mini a mini summary of all of the confirmed live streams that will be happening starting next week. And I guess we shall be watching all of them. I hope that the Wholesome Games doesn't put me to sleep like last year.
Okay, it's not a what you call it? It's not a complaint. It's more of too much of a good thing. Anan?
Oh wait,
Ano?
sorry.
Ah, see?
I got distracted a bit.
I mean like that. Look, the Wholesome Games is already taking its toll.
Yeah. Yeah, you
See?
can find me on Twitter. Drop near DR4EP and OR. DR4EP and 1R. Nothing on the pipeline for now.
My
Meck?
God. Yeah.
And I am Amirul Necronos Ashraf, Meckronos. Find me there on Twitter, which somehow still exists. What's on the pipeline I can talk about is okay. Yeah, there's
Lego
gonna be a review of Lego 2K Drive, and there's gonna be a review of a game next week. It's almost
Yes, a game.
yeah.
A game.
Yes. I
mean-
cannot wait to play game.
Yeah, a game. Can't wait for game.
Game.
Yeah, and don't worry, more games to come after the whole
From no
mess of
games.
summer. We gotta get all games.
Too many games.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna go to the streets. You're gonna find some fantasies or whatever. And who knows what other indie gems that we're gonna uncover, and we don't know. We do not know. And that's the fun thing. This year has been a very good year for video games, despite janky launches and whatever.
No, that's part of life. Janky launches are part of life. Sadly.
I mean, when a game like Tears of the Kingdom can release and people don't complain about jankiness or whatever, and they just do abominations with phallic images that goes on fire, life moves on. No worries. People can have fun anyway, despite whatever people say. And so find fun in life. It will make you want to live. Why is that the end note? But that is the end note. There's Dialogue, the Gamer Better podcast, and
Oh no, video games coming soon.
Objective Survive.
Check this out. I am.
Remember to drink.
Hydrate.